In every people have chased success, hunted for peace, and prayed for abundance. But the ancient Stoics discovered something most of the world still misses. You do find these things outside yourself, you build them inside. They understood that real success is a byproduct of discipline. Peace is the result of perception, and abundance comes from mastering desire, not feeding it endlessly. Think about it. Marcus Aurelius ruled one of the greatest empires in history, not through ease, but through chaos. Epictetus rose from the bonds of slavery to become a beacon of wisdom. Seneca amassed incredible wealth and power, all without losing his soul. What was their secret? Behind all their strength were simple, unbreakable laws that governed how they thought, acted, and lived. These aren't laws that require money, fame, or luck. They require something far more valuable. Self-mastery. They demand courage. They demand the willingness to see life as it truly is, even when the truth is difficult to face. When you follow these Stoic laws, you become a force against chaos. You become resistant to fear, and you become immune to the negativity that tries to pull you down. You start to attract the very things people spend their entire lives searching for: true success, lasting peace, and genuine abundance. The Stoics didn't live perfect lives, no. One does, but they learned how to live powerfully. And now, you're about to learn the same. Let's dive into the first law. Control what you can, accept what you can't. So much of our stress and anxiety comes from trying to manage things completely outside our influence: the weather, other people's opinions, the stock market. The Stoics called this the dichotomy of control. Your thoughts, your actions, your choices, that's your domain. Everything else is external. By focusing your energy solely on what's within your power, you stop wasting it on a fight you can never win. The second law is to practice negative visualization. This sounds grim, but it's incredibly empowering. Take a moment each day to imagine losing the things you value most: your job, your home, your health, even the people you love. The goal isn't to dwell in misery, but to cultivate gratitude for what you have right now. It prepares you for adversity, making you more resilient when things do go wrong. And more importantly, it makes every single day richer, because you stop taking your blessings for granted. Third, live in accordance with virtue. For the Stoics, the ultimate good wasn't pleasure or wealth, but living a virtuous life. Ask, what is the right thing to do? Making virtue your compass simplifies every choice and aligns your actions with your deepest values. Every challenge, every setback, every frustration isn't just a roadblock, it's a chance to practice virtue. A difficult coworker is a chance to practice patience. When you reframe obstacles this way, nothing can truly stop you. You turn life's stumbling blocks into stepping stones. The fifth law is memento mori. Remember, you will die. This isn't meant to be morbid. It's a call to urgency. Knowing your time is finite is the ultimate motivator to live fully and purposefully. It cuts through the trivialities and distractions that consume our days. Don't put off your dreams. Don't leave important words unsaid. Don't waste a single moment on things that don't matter. Live today as if it were your last, with intention and clarity. Law number 6. Practice voluntary discomfort. We live in an age of constant comfort, but this can make us weak and fragile. The Stoics deliberately introduced small hardships into their lives. They would occasionally eat simple food, sleep on the floor, or wear minimal clothing in the cold. This builds mental toughness and gratitude. It teaches you that you can endure more than you think, and it makes you appreciate the comforts you normally have. When you know you can handle discomfort, you fear it less. 7th, journal for support. Marcus Aurelius's famous work, Meditations, was his private journal. It was a space for him to untangle his thoughts, challenge his own biases, and prepare for the day ahead. Spend just a few minutes each day writing. Review your actions, question your impulses, and clarify your principles. This simple habit is one of the most powerful tools for self-awareness and personal growth. It's a conversation with the most important person in your life, yourself. 8th, choose your company wisely. You are the average of the people you spend the most time with. Surround yourself with individuals who challenge you, inspire you, and hold you to a higher standard. Avoid gossip, negativity, and pointless drama. Your social circle should be a source of strength and growth, not a drain on your energy. A Seneca side, associate with those who will make a better man of you. Law number 9. Be present. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. The only time you truly have is right now. Anxiety lives in the future, and regret lives in the past. Peace lives in the present moment. Pay attention to your breath. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Engage fully with the task at hand, whether it's working on a project or having a conversation with a loved one. By anchoring yourself in the now, you reclaim your focus and your life. Finally, the 10th law. Amor fati. Love your fate. This is the ultimate Stoic mindset. It's not just about accepting what happens. It's about loving it. See everything that occurs in your life, both the good and the bad, as necessary and beneficial. Trust that the universe is unfolding as it should. When you embrace amor fati, you stop fighting against reality. You find beauty in the struggle, purpose in the pain, and power in every single moment. These 10 laws aren't just ancient philosophy. They are a practical guide to building an unbreakable inner fortress. Start with 1. Practice it daily. Master it. Then move to the next. You have the power to build a life of success, peace, and abundance, starting from within. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more wisdom on living a powerful life. Have you ever felt like life just keeps throwing obstacles in your way? One thing after another, it feels like you're constantly fighting an uphill battle. It's frustrating, right? But what if I told you that those very obstacles, the things you think are holding you back, are actually the key to your success? It sounds crazy, but this is an ancient idea, a secret, known by some of the most resilient people in history. Every life is filled with challenges, but only a few people ever learn how to turn them into fuel. The ancient Stoics had a powerful belief about this. They thought that every hardship carries a hidden advantage, just waiting for the right mindset to unlock it. The Roman emperor and philosopher Marcus Aurelius put it perfectly. He wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Think about that for a second. Your challenges are not interruptions to your path, they are the path. When you look at the most successful and admirable people, you start to see a pattern. They didn't have easy lives. They didn't wait around for perfect conditions to start. Instead, they took whatever stood in front of them and used it as training. Hardship sharpened their minds. Rejection toughened their skin. Failure educated them in ways no book ever could. Every single setback became a new opportunity for growth. This brings us to a core Stoic principle. Nothing is entirely bad unless it destroys your character, and nothing is entirely good unless it strengthens your soul. So, when something blocks your path, you really have 2 choices. You can resist it. You can complain, blame others, and feel defeated. Or you can face it with curiosity. You can ask yourself, what can this teach me? How can this make me better? What new skill can I develop from this experience? How is this preparing me for something bigger down the road? Obstacles become fuel the moment you stop seeing them as your enemies and start seeing them as your instructors. Life isn't testing you to break you. It's testing you to build you. It's like going to the gym. The trainer doesn't hand you heavy weights to punish you. They give you heavy weights because lifting them is what makes you stronger. Life works exactly the same way. The challenges are your weights. Let's make this real. Imagine you start a new business, and after a year of hard work, it fails. For most people, that's the end of the story. You give up. But someone with a Stoic mindset sees that failure completely differently. They see that it revealed weaknesses in their strategy. It taught them what real resilience feels like. It humbled their ego, which was probably a little too big anyway. It forced them to clarify their purpose and reinvent their approach. And so then it's the second or third attempt made by a wiser, stronger, more humbled person that finally succeeds. The failure wasn't a dead end. It was a necessary part of the journey. This doesn't just apply to business or career goals. It applies to our emotional lives too. Think about emotional pain, loss, heartbreak, deep disappointment. These experiences can either make you collapse or they can awaken you. They have a way of stripping away all the illusions we live with. They reveal what truly matters in life. They force us to look inward and understand ourselves better. They deepen our empathy for others who are hurting. They strengthen our ability to endure whatever comes next. Pain often shapes our character far more profoundly than comfort ever will. Think of it like this. When a giant mountain suddenly appears on your road, you can turn back and go home. Or you can decide to climb it. The climb will be hard. You'll be tired. You'll doubt yourself. You might even get a few scrapes. But once you reach the top, you're not the same person who started. You've become someone who is capable of reaching heights that others, those who turn back, will never see. The view from the top is a reward, but the real prize is the person you became during the climb. Turning obstacles into fuel doesn't mean you have to pretend life is easy or that you enjoy pain. That's not the point. It means refusing to let difficulty define you as a victim. It means choosing to face hardship with courage, creativity, and patience. It's about learning to stand up and keep walking, not because the path is smooth, but because you've learned to find your balance even when the ground is shaking beneath your feet. So the next time you face a challenge, a setback, or a failure, I want you to pause for a moment. Before you get frustrated or discouraged, remember this idea. Ask yourself, how can this be the way? What is this trying to teach me? How can I use this to become stronger? Because those obstacles in your life are not dead ends. They are gateways. They are invitations to become a stronger, wiser, and more resilient version of yourself. The choice is always yours. Will you let it stop you, or will you let it build you? Thanks for watching. If this idea resonated with you, hit that subscribe button for more content on building a stronger mindset. See you in the next one.